Something that's been on my mind these last couple of days is that ending of Cobra Kai season 2. Uh, by the way, spoiler alert, this whole episode will be discussing the ending of Cobra Kai season 2. So if you haven't seen it, you might want to stop this video and watch Cobra Kai season 2, then come back to this video. I'll wait. Oh, you're back? Good. Let's get started. What is up, boys and girls? My name is Vin Ginfield. Hope you're having a smashing day. So today's video is going to be about Cobra Kai. Yeah, imagine that. I've been thinking a lot about the ending. I've been rewatching the ending, the last episode of season 2. And just to sum up the whole event that I'm talking about, I'm just talking about the fight, the main fight in the school fight breakout scene. I've been sort of analyzing it probably a bit too much than I should, being an grown up analyzing a TV show. That just seems like a waste of time, but it's fun, so why not? So what I wanted to discuss, but before I do, let's just quickly sum up the whole situation. What we have is basically, as I remember it, the way I watched it, please fill in the blanks if you feel that I'm missing something. As I remember it, Peyton was basically attacking Sam, and Robbie saw this. He comes to save his girlfriend, right? And when Miguel sees all of this, he thinks that Robbie is attacking his girlfriend. So he jumps in and they start to fight. Now at this point, I would say there's a lot of misunderstandings, and basically they're all at fault here because they're fighting, which they shouldn't, like at school, like not in a tournament. It's not life or death. They're not exactly using it for self-defense or anything like that, except perhaps Robbie. In a sense, I felt that he was doing it to protect his girlfriend. And you could also say the same about Miguel, but this episode is really not about that. The thing that I'm talking about is the ending. We clearly see that Miguel has the upper hand and he's about to break Robbie's arm or something, do something behind his back anyway, and he says, "I'm sorry." He gets up, and then Robbie just gets really angry, bounces back up on his feet, and basically kicks Miguel around, and Miguel falls down and gets hurt really, really bad. Now, I would like to argue that this is not something that Robbie intended. It was clearly an accident. Like, I do not think, like, if you see the scene, it's not exactly controlled. It's not like, oh, there's the staircase, I'm gonna kick you over there. Like, it wasn't like that. He was just angry. They were fighting. It wasn't a very good area for fighting, if you really think about it. You shouldn't fight at school, kids. That's the premise of it. But I was still thinking about it. Is it Robbie really the person to blame here? It was like, I think Sam yells something like, "Robbie," no, she says, "Robbie, what did you do?" And it, clearly it wasn't something that he intended. Now, there was a burst there, like he just started yelling and he just jumped on his feet and he just kicked him a couple of times. But I don't think, again, it was planned or anything like that. My feeling about all of this is that it was an accident. I don't think he's going to get in trouble or anything like that because, they were all fighting, for crying out loud. And the one adult Stingray who should have stopped them, he was fighting the kids, So I would also like to argue that I think that Johnny and Daniel are somewhat responsible for the whole thing. They should have kept their feud to themselves and not so much between the kids, because the rivalry that started between Cobra Kai and Miyagi Karate, there was, I don't see why the kids had to suffer for it. And that's what I think that, Daniel and Johnny are learning at the end of it all. They left their sins to their kids. That was just a big mistake. So I blame Daniel and Johnny 100%. It's not their fault, technically speaking, that Miguel got hurt, but in a sense, they should have been hey, no fighting unless it's in the ring, or something like that. Like, or no fighting unless you don't see any other way out of it. And I mean, it was just a big problem to begin with. The whole idea that the kids were fighting at school, and like it just got really, really ugly, you know. But I don't think that Robbie is the bad guy in this story. Do you think that Robbie is the bad guy? I would really like to know your opinion. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know. I'm inviting you to join the conversation below. Peace.